Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Good morning, Andrew. How are you? Hello. How are things in Baltimore today? Good evening. Hi, Sharon. How are you? Oh, how are things in Holland? The Netherlands are beautiful. Hi, Doreen. How are you? It's cold in Baltimore. You know, it's interesting. We are having, like, I'm in Toronto, and the weather is cool yet warm. When I say warm, I don't mean like super hot or anything. I just mean like it's not really super cold yet, but it can feel like it's getting there. Hi, Nick. Hi, Youngheart. How are you? Thank you, Nick. Hi, Anna. How are you? Salut, Mathieu. Ça va bien? Vous travaillez? Hi, Kristen. What's my word of the day? Oh, gosh. You don't even want to know. You don't even, funny you'd ask. It's been an interesting day. It's been an interesting day. Your spirit guides you to break. You're getting a lot of signs. It's feeling cold in Pennsylvania too, bone chilling. Yeah, it's a weird kind of cold, you know? I'm well, thank you. It's a weird kind of cold where it's like it's cold, but it's not like super cold. And at night, like in the evenings, I feel that bone chilling cold. Like I feel like I need a blanket, and yet my heat is on. Like I can't figure. On travaille toujours. C'est vrai. C'est vrai, Nick. You are right. Oops, I'm shaking the table. Sorry. Help you with that, man. I can try. I can try. Yeah, story time. Oh, no, I don't know. I don't know if it's a story time I can share, but thank you, and I appreciate it. Nothing bad necessarily, just it's just an interesting day at school, you know. It's always an adventure, you know. Oh, to get rid of them. Was this the comment, Sharon, was this the comment, I think that was it you who left it about somebody like pushing your boundaries? Like I would say probably in this case block, you know? Yeah, Confessions of a Tarot Reader. I mean, that's a different kind of story. Like teaching Confessions of a Teacher, that's a different niche altogether. Yeah, you're in Wisconsin and agree on the chill. Yeah, chill to the bone. Hi, Gina. I'm well, thank you. How are you? Hello. Thank you. I appreciate that I'm your favorite. Hi, Ricky. How are you? How are things in Amsterdam, Sasa? Hi, Isa. How are you? Nice to see you. Isa, you're always so kind to me. Thank you always for your comments and your support. It means a lot. Hi, Abdul. How are you? Hi, Marlu. How are you? Hi, Crystal. Yes, I'm well, thank you. How are you? So, are you and Jolene going to have one last chance at marriage? Well, I always say, Tyrone, that if two people are on the same page, there's always a chance. The question is, are you two on the same page? Because that's going to dictate a lot. I'm glad you're superb. Wonderful. We'll see what's in the cards today. Oh, thank you, Crystal. That means a lot to me. I love what I do. I love teaching, but I love card readings and helping people with, life situations. Hi, Mike. How are you? Yeah, exactly, Nick. And will two people both come correct? Because that's what's necessary, right? I'm good, Mike. I'm good. The energy is very interesting this new moon. It sure is. It sure is. Hi, Jen. Will she unblock and reach out soon? She has another account and she has a pic of, okay. Well, Tyrone, my advice to you is don't chase. The more you push, the more they run the other direction. Hi, Jen. How are you? You're tired the last couple days, Mike? I feel you. I feel you. Hi, Eleanor. Rainy Arizona today. Hi, Ravinder. How are you? Don't chase. Don't chase. You know, people, if you chase people who are blocking and running and pushing away, then basically what's going to happen is they're just going to keep running. People can't run if you're not chasing. If you're chasing, they're running. Stop chasing and they'll stop running. They'll have to address it in some way, right? So, you know, just be mindful of that. Yeah, the Scorpio new moon is taking a significant amount of energy. It sure is. It takes a lot of, you're welcome. It takes a lot of energy on a new moon because new moons are about manifestation, right? So it takes a lot of energy to start something new, right? There are a lot of beautiful French people, of course, of course. Hi, Dana. I'm well, thank you. How are you? You're on a healing journey, which has led you to reach out. Yep, totally understand. I mean, honestly, I would say to you that putting yourself first, not chasing, nothing that's meant for you will ever pass you by. And I think that's the most important thing to remember, right? Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You have a bad heart, you're not running or chasing? Energetically, Mike, energetically, not physically. Bonsoir, bonsoir. Hi, Seti. How are things in Dubai today? That's right, Karen. What's meant for you will never pass you by. Yeah. Never. Never. You can't mess up. You can't mess up what's meant for you. Thank you, Lily. That's very kind of you. You're dealing with a no contact situation. No chasing. Stay still. Stay still. Weather's getting nicer now? Yeah, it probably, the heat starts to decrease as the year goes on, right? Oh, hi, Karma Kittens. Hi, Karma. You've been joining us a lot lately. Oh my gosh, you know what happened to me yesterday? I just have to share something quickly with you guys. I know not everybody is aware of my cat Gretchen. I know it's been 2 years since she passed away. So some of you do and some of you don't. If you're new to my channel, then you don't know my cat from years ago. She was with me for 13, almost 14 years. Thank you, you too. Hi, Tamara. How are you? It was interesting. Yesterday, I was sending a text message, and somehow my finger, this is gonna sound odd. I know what you're all gonna say when I say this. My finger slipped. My finger slipped, and I accidentally, hi Ella, and I accidentally sent a sticker of my cat Gretchen. You know, yeah, Gretchen died 2 years ago. Actually, 2 years ago tomorrow. I'm well, thank you. I'm well, thank you. 2 years ago tomorrow. But what's interesting was that I kind of wasn't thinking about the date. You know, like I wasn't thinking about, oh my goodness, it's been 2 years. It just so happened that last night when my finger slipped and I accidentally sent the sticker, and it was a sticker of a picture of Gretchen when she was laying on her back, you know, her little paws in the air, staring at the camera with her head tilted like a little sassy girl. Yeah, Gretchen, our mascot. You got it. That's right. Her only pause. That's right. Oh, Marlies, it kind of threw me for a loop because it was almost like a sign. Yeah, exactly. And perhaps she wanted to let me know she's with me. Exactly. It was a good slip of the finger. It was, Dana. It was. Um, and so then I started thinking about it and I was like, when did she actually pass? Like I couldn't remember the date. Because sometimes, you know, you lose track of time or dates and right in that moment I went and I looked and it was November 20th. So it'll be 2 years. Thank you, Tamara. It'll be 2 years tomorrow that Gretchen passed away. Hi, Zen. How are you? Oh, this tugged at your heart. It tugged at mine too. I had a good cry. I had a good cry about it. I mean, it was a good cry, but like, is it a good cry, a bad cry? I mean, like, I had a little cry about it. It feels like yesterday. I know. She was with me through the hardest of times in my life, like the hardest of times. And she always protected me, and hi. And so I was reminded of a story last night, and that was, you guys know a lot of my story, who've been with me, where, I went through, infidelity. I went through a separation, a divorce, a lot of loss, grief. Grandma passed away, grandfather passed away, my dad had sepsis, then my dad died of dementia and Parkinson's, $100,000 house flood, like all these things, right? That were just like so, so crazy. Yeah, she was missing me and wanted to say hello. I think so. So, anyways, last night, I was reminded of when my ex-husband moved out of the house. Now, Gretchen loved him, and he loved her. Like they were absolutely joined at the hip. Okay. Gretchen was not a lap cat. She was a very affectionate, but she was not a lap cat. Okay. Hi, Tia. The moment my ex husband moved out, she became my lap cat. And after that, she was consistently like joined to me. And sadly for my ex husband, she hated him ever since he moved. Whenever he'd visit the house or try to come pick up something or do something, she would run away from him and she would give him absolute attitude. Now, I'm not saying that he didn't didn't deserve some of that, but it honestly was heartbreaking. It broke my heart to see her do that, because he loved her so much and she loved him so much, and she was my protector. Like she absolutely was my keeper, my security, you know? And so she was with me through those horrendous times. And up until the very end, she was like literally like my best friend. So you guys know how it feels when you have a pet, that you love so much or that is spiritually with you. Um, so yeah. Animals do sense wrongdoings. They sure do. Hi, Carla. They sure do. Yeah. Your karma puppy is your soul animal. That's sweet. And your dog Cobalt, yes, was your best friend. Yeah, it's amazing, how they play a role. She knew how he treated me, exactly. Your dog did the same thing with your ex, and she was daddy's girl, but until we left him for good. Yeah, yeah. Oh, thanks, Anna. Yeah, and as you know, my kitty Karma here, I knew when I saw Karma that Gretchen had sent her because they certainly have, hi, they certainly have similarities. And I saw an energy in Karma that I knew was Gretchen. And so it's just kind of interesting that, I accidentally sent that little sticker in my phone, like in my text. It was like a message from her. So. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna post a picture of her tomorrow because one of my favorite pictures, and I've posted it before, but it's just one that I love. There's one where she's sitting. She loved the Christmas tree, and so there's one where she's sitting on the what do you call it, like the console table, and she's posing, kind of like it looks like she's like in a magazine or something. So I'm gonna post that Christmas picture because it's one of my favorite pictures of her. You feel your cats sometimes like fly by? Yeah. Like as in like you feel the energy of them around you? Hi, McKenna. Hi, Renata. Anyways, I thought I would just share that with you guys. I was kind of surprised, like 2 years. So if it's been 2 years that Gretchen has passed, then it's 2 years that I have Karma because I adopted Karma 2 weeks after Gretchen passed. I remember seeing a little, like a picture of Karma with the Humane Society, and she had a little. She looked so cute. When I picked her up, she had a little. It looked like a little scarf around her, but it's a sock. It's a sock because at the shelter, for whatever reason, they didn't put a cone on her. She had just been fixed. They didn't put a cone, so they put like someone's sock. They cut a hole into this thick, thick, thick sock, and they put it around her neck, and she looks like she's wearing some like thick scarf, like a stole, around her neck. And so, Yeah, it'll be 2 years in December. Like I said, that she doesn't steal the socks anymore, although she did have an affinity for socks. Funny you mentioned that she had a sock around her neck and then would chew socks. Yes, she used to, yeah, 2 years, Carla. Yeah, 2 years. Oh, with you for 19 years. Whiskey, what a cute name. So, McKenna, I'm from Toronto, Canada. Hi, Bumblebee. How are you? Good afternoon. Gretchen was a glamour girl. She sure was. Everybody, why did Gretchen die? She was 13 going on 14, and unfortunately she had lumps on her body that basically were cancerous. Nice, you're in Manitoba. My grandmother was actually born in Manitoba. But, oh, your little one passed 2 years ago? You understand, yeah. Oh, that's sweet. Janelle, that's so very sweet. Gretchen was a sweetheart. So for those of you that know Gretchen, she was like a little star. She would protect me. You know, whenever I'd go live, she would sit right in front of me as if she was like protection, you know? So Jack is going to be 1 year on January. Wow, Matt, I'm sorry to hear that. Is your sock thief? Titos, that's cute. That's cute. No, I don't, McKenna. I don't have any kids. Yeah. Yeah, I guess socks could work. You're right. You're right. You feel what I'm feeling? Yeah. Anyways, I couldn't believe that I just stumbled upon this memory of the fact that it's been 2 years. I don't know. I just didn't think about it. So, yeah, you remember that on TikTok. She would always protect, you know, she was always in front of me. I do. My kids are my kitty cats. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Bumblebee. Appreciate it. Yeah, my kids are my kitty, and also my students. You know, like I love my students at school, kind of like they are my family, right? So, yeah, you did tell me. Yeah, Love and Dachshunds. Interesting. Yeah, thank you. Very kind of you. I really do appreciate it. So, yeah, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, she was a wonderful girl. And, you know, like I said, Karma is as well, but Karma needs time to develop her own personality on live. I mean, we do see her every now and again. And every time that I am on here, she does lay next to me. So she's definitely with me in the same ways as Gretchen, just not totally on camera, you know? So you rescue cats and dogs. That's a noble thing to do, because that's not easy, you know? So what's your word of the day? You still remember the purring and then the snoring? Oh my God, she would snore. Absolutely. Yes. Okay, sounds good, Eleanor. Have a wonderful rest of your day. What's the word of the day, everybody? You're still waiting. Oh my goodness, Trish. It's been like down to the wire now, right? Today, 6:30 Eastern. Okay, sending you lots of love. Katie Louise, you're feeling emotional today? Patience. Yeah, Teresa, patience. Tired? No, I'm not 24, but thank you. Add 20 years. Add 20 years. Content? The word of the day is change. Yep. Compassion is your word. Yeah. Sweet, slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. You got it. You got it. Energetic, crazy. I am from Toronto, Canada. So current energy today is, oh my goodness. And I don't have, oh, maybe I do. Maybe this is important for us. Hold on. I do have it. We haven't done this in a while. We did it a few months ago. And look at this, because the book for this deck is like creased right at the page. So for those of you that don't know this card, it's a very special card, because this deck is called Tarot de la Nuit. And the Angel of the Night, right, card, Angel de la Nuit, is special. It's basically about everything is going to be okay. So let me read for you what the meaning of the card is. Okay, it says bonus card. Oh, you're in Toronto too, Rosita? Nice. Okay, so take a look at the card so you can see. It says, I am the angel of night. If you've picked me up, then my message to you is that your inner night is soon coming to an end. You may have walked in darkness for some time, but soon, very soon, a new full moon will rise and will show you the way. My phosphorescent butterflies are here to guide you. Believe in luck, believe in me, believe in you. My black soft wings are protecting you from now on. Into your ear, I whisper my sweet lullaby. Have no fear, honey. Everything is going to be fine. The night is nothing to be afraid of anymore, and the warm sun that you hold within is ready to shine again. So, hi, Jennifer. So this is a beautiful message. Here we were talking about some memories or some deep things, and this card is very, very special. So it's basically telling you, does that make sense, Matt? You feel it's accurate? Yeah. That was perfect for you. Right, the timing was right, Jennifer. I'm so glad. Hi, Julie. You love this card? Okay, good. Yeah, and a very powerful, very powerful. Totally accurate. So look at that. There was something really special about that. Amanda, how are you, my friend? It's been a while. You know what's interesting? I thought about you recently. I know you've been through a tough time. So maybe this was a message as well. You know, it's a new dawn. It's a new day. Everything will be okay. Hi, Sarah. What's the message today? Angel de la Nuit. It's a new dawn, a new day. Everything is going to be okay. The next full moon is a full moon in Gemini in Sag season. Yes. And it's kind of funny that you say that. You know, Nick, you reminded me of something actually. Now, I know I'm going to speak really far ahead for a moment, but something happened yesterday when I was in a session with somebody, and I meant to meditate on it last night, and I didn't get a chance to. I kind of forgot. Oh, good. I'm glad you needed that. It does happen for a reason, Amanda. It really does. Things happen. Is that a lover's moon? Okay, the Gemini. Exactly. You're right. It's like a lover's moon. So interestingly enough, I was talking about the full moon in Virgo. Now, I know we might be saying, Virgo, why are we thinking about the full moon in Virgo? Well, remember that the eclipses are happening in North Node in Pisces. North Node in Virgo, South Node in, no. Oh my gosh, Kelly. What are we in? We're in North Node in Pisces. Pardon me. See, Mercury retrograde. I had to think about it for a second. North Node in Pisces, South Node in Virgo. And there's something about that full moon in Virgo that's coming up in Pisces season in the new year. And then I looked at the date, and if I'm not mistaken, that full moon, yeah, retrograde brain, 100%. As a Virgo, definitely. That date, I believe, is March 3rd. Well, what's March 3rd? 3-3. And then I've been noticing a lot of my readings in the last few days and sessions that 3-3 has been coming up a lot, like 3-3 and 3-3-3. And of course, threes are ascended masters, right? Jesus, Buddha, Kuan Yin, these are all ascended masters, higher power, higher learning. And so I don't know why I'm thinking about this now, but for some reason, I'm thinking about March 3rd. Okay. Now, I know that we're still in Scorpio season, just about to go into Sag season. Let me see here. November, December, January, February, March. Like there's something about the next 4 months. 3 of Swords, the Empress, 3 of Wands. Yes, all the 3 cards are coming up lately. You see 33 every day, everywhere, Renata says. Okay, interesting. So I'm really curious to know how many of you are seeing 33 or, 333 or the 3 cards. you know? So just keep an eye for that and see if anything kind of pops up for you, because I don't know where that came from in me yesterday, but it hit me actually while I was in a session with somebody, and I was like, wait a minute, let me look up the dates of the eclipses. Like, why am I thinking about the eclipses? Because it's a total lunar eclipse, right? March 3rd. March 3rd. So yeah, it's very interesting. So let's see, Angel de la Nuit. Let's go and clarify the cards here. You see it multiple times a day. Yeah, I just don't know why it just has come up for me recently, but it has. It has. And, oh, olive branch. Olive branch is two things. Surrender, right? Peace offering, or somebody contacting you. Hi, Joe. Thank you so much. Or somebody contacting you. Maybe somebody wants to make peace, or maybe you're going to make peace with something and you're going to surrender to it. And you're going to say, that's it. Let go, let God, let the universe take the wheel. And that's a really beautiful thought, right? We want to surrender. We want to see where things take us. Hi, Milo. How are you? Hi, Mary. Hi, Happy. Hi, Michelle. Okay, so let's see. What is the potential or the challenge right now? 8 of Wands, manifestation, shooting your shot, putting yourself out there. Oh, that's interesting. The start of the pandemic was announced as the 3rd of March. I remember on March 13th of 2020, that is when they shut the airports, the travel, like in the United States. Now, I was flying to Canada. I was in Germany, and they canceled my flight, and I was stranded. My dad had been sick, and I had to fly to Germany, and I had to change my ticket to come home because I was worried that I would get stuck in Europe when I was supposed to be back at work, because I had taken some time off to go be with my dad. And yeah, I remember like I had to get home, and I got home just in time, but I had to I was rerouted. The flight was canceled. I had to go, actually, I had to go to Heathrow in London instead. It was a long day. I remember that. It's a number 4 for that day. I mean, 4 is a blessing. I mean, 4 is like angels are with us, right? Hi, Ginger. How are you? So 8 of Wands is our potential or challenge, you know, shooting our shot, communication, manifestation, super important. Well, then that's all we can do is surrender. I mean, like, I think that's the lesson that's so hard for everybody to understand, is that letting go means like letting God, let the universe take the wheel, let things unfold. It's the hardest thing to do, yet it's the easiest advice, but the hardest thing to do. Hi, Lynn. I would love to visit England. Absolutely. My grandfather, and I always say this, and I say it lovingly, my grandfather, not my biological grandfather, because my biological grandfather passed when I was 5, but my grandmother's second husband, he was from England. And so I think, actually, I was thinking about him too the other day. Somebody I saw on television reminded me of him. And so I don't know, I'm having all this nostalgia about past loved ones, like my cat Gretchen and my grandfather. I've never been to Australia, but I would like to, you know? But yeah, you're having troubles with that right now. It is hard. I know. I know. So, oh, you started your job that you have now the day before lockdown. You were trained over the phone. Oh my goodness. Let's see what else we need to know. So 8 of Wands is shooting your shot. Oh, thank you. Chocolate. I love chocolate. Anybody knows me knows I love chocolate. Chocolate is about satisfaction, perfection, love, romance, treating yourself. I mean, shooting your shot in love, finding satisfaction, right? Something that makes you feel good. Yeah, I know. I get it, Ginger, totally. Let's see what we should focus on today. What should we focus on today? Hi, Mary. Oh, that's nice. Oh, Six of Cups. Nostalgia. 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 Okay, how many of you are feeling nostalgic? Like you're thinking about maybe people of your past, um, you know, as in like past pets or loved ones or just memories, you know? You're feeling very nostalgic? Hi, Ange, how are you? Hi, Johan. Yeah, you're feeling nostalgic? A lot of people are feeling it. Yeah, you have to let them move the way they're supposed to, right? Yeah, very nostalgic that you have been for days. So, okay, so the consensus here is nostalgia. Oh, it brought you to tears. I mean, that's like I said, that's what happened to me when I was thinking about my cat yesterday. Out of nowhere, I'm thinking about my cat, and it's like I wasn't intending to, you know? And then sadly, somebody said to me today, "You've lost two cats recently, right?" I was like, "Yeah." And so somebody was telling me that their cat isn't doing well, and that makes me sad because I know how hard that is to go through that, you know? Yeah, all the water energy, the Scorpio energy in the air. Exactly. So, hi Prem, how are you? You thought about your two boys that passed away the other day, a couple of years ago. Yeah, it's just that energy, you know? Sunflower. But you know what's interesting? The sunflower is about joy and positivity and happiness. Something that I gave as an advice today to somebody who asked me about cats, you know, or cats that are close to the end. You know, they bring us so much joy and so much happiness. And you're right, Tamara. I mean, they are with us. You know, they're always with us. They always sort of protect us in some way. So, you know, sunflower is happiness and joy, and they're in our lives for a reason, right? And they want us to be happy. Nobody who's passed away wants us to be unhappy or miserable or suffer. You know, you grow them every summer. Hi, Ray, how are you? So, yeah. So I don't know. You know, cats are emotions. They sure are. All of our pets are cats, dogs, birds, horses. Hi, Karen. So let's see. Let's see what else we need to know here. Recent past. Oh, Three of Cups. Three of Cups is celebration. Do you have a party or an event, or did you go to a party or an event? Did you have some sort of celebration? There you go. For you, it was 333 just now. Perfect. Oh, my pony, Muffin. Or do you mean Muffy? I know everyone's gonna laugh when I say my cat's name. My cat's name was Muffy. Muffy. Muffy and Fluffy were the two cats I had when I was like very young. They were adopted, and Muffy was named after Muffy Mouse from today's special. If you remember the show, Jeff, Jody, Sam, and Muffy, where Jeff is the mannequin in the department store, and when he puts the hat on and you say hocus pocus alamagocus, he would turn into a man. I know, thank you. So anybody who remembers that show, it was Canadian, but I know it was on in the US too. You know, that's why my cat was named Muffy. Yes, Muffy and Fluffy. But I did have a pony, a white pony, when I was young. His name was Muffin. So yeah. So recent past, Three of Cups is the mirror. So we just talked about threes, and there was the Three of Cups. The mirror is like, for whatever reason, we need to celebrate ourselves, yes, in the mirror, but we also have to see things clearly and, you know, be objective. Oh, I don't know, Mike, to be honest with you. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You started being with someone for the past month. We have the same birthdays. Oh, you're the 13th of September, two Virgos. I am the 12th of September. I'm the 12th of September. So how do you like the Virgo dynamic, Karen? I always used to think that the same sign, you know, it could go a few ways, right? Because you could either be so similar that like it's good, or so similar that it's just friends, or it could be amazing because you totally identify with each other or understand. You think it's been great? I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, absolutely. So let's take a look at the, hi Sarab, I'm from Toronto, Canada. So let's see what is the, okay, so you get along really well. I'm glad to hear that. Wonderful. The strength position is the world, completion of a cycle. So right now we are in the process of letting go of old things and going into new energy. Well, I mean, Matt, Virgos and Capricorns and Taurus were also similar to each other. Just like, you know, like you would have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. You know, we all have elements of each other for sure. But I mean, we have all zodiac signs within us because we have all 12 houses within our chart, right? So the world is completion of a cycle. Excuse me. Here's the beehive. We have work to do. You'd never date another Taurus? You'd be fighting over food, blankets, and who's the better lover? That could be possible. That could be possible. Virgos are going to fight over who's going to give more, who's more logical. Hi, Christopher. How are you? You're in love with an unhealed Virgo. What's your sign, Ginger? I mean, there's lots of unhealed of every sign, you know. It's tough. You know, so sometimes in the case of an unhealed Virgo, there can be some insecurity. There could be some lack of expressiveness. Virgos are not known to be the most expressive in regards to their emotions. I know that was always really hard for me. Okay, so you're September 1st, Anna, so you get it. You get it. There's always work to do. There's always work to do. You're January 19th Capricorn, but you have a Capricorn and Sag stellium. Okay. Well, I mean, Capricorn and Virgo, yeah. But Ginger, the one thing that you might struggle with the most, just based on that, and I'm really just generalizing based on your sign, but I also work with a lot of people and can understand, Capricorns have the hardest time letting go. I think out of all the signs in the zodiac, that's the one that really hangs on to the very end. I mean, I thought Taurus was stubborn. I think Capricorn is even more so, but in a different way. Yeah. I mean, Ginger, I can help you with that if you need it. I work with a lot of Capricorns. That's probably one of the number one signs that comes to see me. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the 13th zodiac sign. The near future is the signs that come to see me the most: Capricorn, Sag, Aries. Yeah, and those with Capricorn placements, Nick? Yes, yes. Yeah. You're a Capricorn, Kimberly? I mean, I love Capricorns, but I would say that they really, really, really struggle. They have fear of moving forward, right? That's why they tend to have bad knees. So, yeah, absolutely, because once we do, it's permanent, no going back. You got it. Yeah. You're diligent, not stubborn, Mike? You're a Cancer and married to a Capricorn. So that means you're opposites on the zodiac. So you're similar but different. My ex-husband was a Cancer. So I definitely understand the axis of Capricorn and Cancer. I've been on both sides. I mean, Sag, are they a walk in the park? No. No, but I mean, I find that gender does play a role, and I hate to say that, you know, because really it shouldn't be about gender, but yeah, you're paralyzed to make the moves. That's a Capricorn thing, Ginger. Very much, very much. You're a Cap Moon? Yeah, Chantel. How many Aries do I work with? Many. I've worked with many Aries. Yeah. Because Aries has a very strong masculine energy. That's partially why. Leos as well. I mean, there's a lot of signs that are, but it's tough. Yeah. So the near future is the Five of Pentacles, which is feeling left out in the cold, and somebody's got to heat themselves up. Yeah, can be, Tamara. That can be true. That can be true. Not in all cases, but it can be true. Yes, I've seen that. Is Capricorn similar to Taurus? Yes, just different. Capricorns are some of the hardest working corporate type of people. I see that all the time. They're business people. They are the kind of people that go to work and they know how to get shit done. They know every stat, every number, every angle of everything. Extremely, extremely intelligent people. Very ambitious. But yet they have a spiritual side to them as well that they're very open to. But the dilemma is, can I let myself go? Can I let go of the control? That's the issue, right? Very much a self-starter, yes, because they're a cardinal sign. How many Virgos then? I talk to a lot of Virgos too. I do talk to a lot of Virgos as well, you know? And they're the type of people that are great leaders, but for whatever reason, and forgive me to any Capricorns, but I've tested this theory. And by the way, they are more sensitive than people realize, yes. But I will say this, here's my test always for a Capricorn. Ask them what sign they would want to be if they weren't a Capricorn, and they can't choose to stay as a Capricorn. Because I guarantee you, or pretty close to it, that they secretly want to be Leos. Leos get the attention, they get the accolades, even though Leos don't want it. Okay, Leos don't like being the center of attention. I don't care what anybody says. They do not. They are on the outside looking in. They want to run when they get the attention. But they want the accolades that the Leo gets. But they'll never admit it. Most Capricorns don't like Leos. And I'm generalizing, but I've had this conversation many times. That a Leo will trigger a Capricorn underneath their skin. Because for some reason, a Leo will just get that attention or demand that attention, whereas a Capricorn works extra, extra hard to get those accolades. Libras, I mean, I could go through all this. If I had time, believe me, I would. Does that explain your ex? Yeah. Yeah. I could definitely, I'm spilling the soft side, secret side of a Capricorn. You'd want to be an Aquarius? But guess what though, Kat? Leo and Aquarius share the same axis. So in theory, there are parts of an Aquarius that are Leo, which would be something you desire. Yeah, you can confirm Alyssa as a Leo, yeah. Geminis are rarely mentioned. I like Geminis, Carla. I think that the thing about Geminis though, is that they flip-flop a lot. They have a really hard time staying with something, and also they have very high anxiety and worry. That's why they have a really hard time making a decision. Oh, Sarah, you're funny. Your mom is a Gemini and it's your shadow side. Yeah, Nick was like, I couldn't date one. But I think everybody has a sign, and I hate to say this, but like everybody has a sign where they're like, I don't know if I could date that sign. And I know that sounds silly. We shouldn't discriminate. Oh, you know what? I would, Tamara, but I'm not a professional astrologer. These are just observations that I've made over the years. You know, I've talked to a lot of people. I've done a lot of reading, done a lot of observation, but I think everybody has a sign where they're like, I hate to say it, I have it too. I mean, I love all signs for different reasons, but like when it comes to like the dating aspect, there's certain, it's you know, but again, to each their own, to each their own. Okay, so Five of Pentacles, which is feeling left out in the cold. You got to take yourself out of the cold and get on this motorcycle and go for a ride, you know? Go for a ride. Break the rules a little bit. Do something out of your comfort zone. I always say spark new energy. There's a reason why I'm always telling you to spark new energy, you know? So you were engaged to a Gemini? Yeah, an amazing man. Yeah, and I see a lot of Capricorns and Geminis too. But Zen, as an Aries and Gemini really do mesh. My parents were Aries and Gemini, and I have to say, it's very much a power couple kind of vibe, because one is a little more reserved, one is more like, I'm going on an adventure, which is the Aries, and they kind of balance each other, you know? So, Yeah, you're in Aries, yeah. Do first, think later, make some moves. No Capricorns for you, no offense. Listen, everybody has their... You're saying Scorpio can't deal with Sagittarius? Like, there are certain signs I prefer more than others, but again, it's the chart that matters most, you know? Suggested approach, 10 of Pentacles. This is all about your tangible fulfillment, but you're not that aggressive. And not all Aries are aggressive. One thing that Aries do have, which is very interesting, is that they have a face that reveals their emotions. Like, they cannot hide their emotions. You know, everyone used to always say to my dad, what's wrong? My dad would be like, nothing, this is my face. And my mom would say, well, you know, like, your face looks like it could sink 1,000 ships at times. Like, but it was just that he was in deep thought, or he just wasn't really paying attention to his facial expression. So whenever you look at an Aries in a picture, typically it's not a smile picture. It's more like deep thought, or kind of like, my father had a very but they definitely have an open book face, yes. But yeah. Oh, you remember that line, Herman? You sure do. Says says the Sag. Says the Sag. I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? It's funny that you just popped in. Herman, did you know that Chris comes into my live too? And I laugh because I think about it. I think about it and I think, I'm repeating myself into I think, you two are probably like the only people who would know me from that time. And so it's so funny to see Chris in here because we went to school together, obviously. And I know you two were friends. So what a small world. Sarah goes, I'm not fucking aggressive. Yes, this is just my face. Sarah's an Aries. Yeah, see what I started? I know if I had time, I have a session very soon. If I had time, I'd go over all my observations, my astrological observations, you know. Now, my dad used to say seriously, like, this is my face, you know, like he never hid his face. It was just his face. I don't know what other way to describe it. You knew exactly what was going on. Eclipse energy. 10 of Pentacles is tangible fulfillment. The eclipse is like a union of opposites, right? You're a Scorpio, your dad, your husband, your son are Virgos. I think Scorpios and Virgos get along really, really well. Yeah. And I've done so much observing over the years. Like, I'm a Virgo, I'm an observer. Virgos are observant. We listen to every word. We look at body language. We see everything. Like, I was at the doctor's office yesterday and there was it's interesting. I had this older man talk to me yesterday. Now, I'm not saying it's unusual for someone to talk at the doctor's office, but he turned to me and he was telling me, well, he asked if this was my first time, if this was my first time here. And I was like, no, I've been here many times. And he started telling me about his life and career, and we just started talking, and he was telling me about patience, like how patient, and I don't mean like patience at the doctor's office, I mean like having patience, you know. And it's kind of funny how that was the theme yesterday, you know. Oh, thank you so much, Ginger. I appreciate it. Yeah, maybe, Nick, maybe. Yeah. Eclipse energy, a reference to 3-3, suggested approach, your tangible fulfillment on March 3rd, maybe. Yeah, Virgos see everything, you know, but so do Scorpios. I mean, I have a Mars in Scorpio. So in my Virgo stellium and my couple Scorpio placements, we all know that I have Uranus and Scorpio. We always joke Scorpio and Uranus. But I'm like a human lie detector. I will pick that up so fast. So anyways, I was at the doctor's office and he had asked the secretary how many people in front of him. And now this was like far away. I heard every word. I was like, oh, 3. And when he came back, he's like, I said, so you have 3 people ahead of you. And he's like, how'd you hear that? I'm like, Virgo. That's what I wanted to say. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that, Miro. Yeah. Unfortunately, all zodiac signs cheat. You know, there's always going to be someone in a zodiac sign that cheats, you know. Doesn't necessarily mean that sign, but it means, like, unfortunately, there are people who cheat. Let's take a look at what do we need to know. Scorpio moon, Olivia. Scorpio moons never feel understood. It's a very hard placement to have, because it doesn't feel understood. It feels on the outside, but yet feels very, very deeply, you know? So it's teacher hearing, Kat, 100%. I could be across the room from my students and I hear everything. I end up interjecting in conversations nonstop when I'm in class. So what do we need to know? 2 of Wands, leaving the comfort zone. You know? Hi, Crazy. How are you? I'm well, thank you. All right, let's see what else. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? Rock bottom. Somebody's got to leave the comfort zone of that rock bottom or that low. The only way to get out of that low is to make a move. Good, I'm glad to hear that. All right, let's see. You want to know if Mr. A has feelings for you, Hazel? Well, if you're asking the question, and I say it respectfully to you, if you're asking the question, that means you doubt it. So we don't want to doubt it. You want to believe it. You want to manifest it. But if you chase it and you doubt it, it's going to run away from you. So if you feel intuitively like they do have feelings for you, well, then believe it, you know? So you get your birth chart. Naima, you go to, let's say, astroseek.com or Cafe Astrology. Thank you. So, hope and or fear. Oh, the 5 of Swords. We've had 2 5s. A lot of 5s, a lot of 3s. This is like headaches, battles. We got to put down the sword. No more battles anymore. We hope to end them, end the headaches. But the fear is putting down the, oh, thank you, Miro. Putting down the fight, you know, the sword. And with that, oh, the flamingos. We're hoping for love, but we fear love or the conflict. Oh, boy. Well, soulmates, lovers, union. Again, a lot of 2s, a lot of 5s, a lot of 3s, 10s. Those are the ones I've been seeing and talking about a lot in my sessions. A lot of 555, yes. This resonates deeply for you? Good, I'm glad to hear that. So Helga, I'm going to say the same thing that I just said, and I say it to you absolutely with love. Will you hear from so-and-so and go on a second date? If you are asking will I, it means you're doubting. Okay? So it means you're chasing the energy. You have to be careful. Okay? Yeah, believe it. Exactly. Exactly, Nick. Don't doubt it. Look, nothing that's meant for you is gonna pass you by. So somebody who doesn't call you for a second date, somebody that doesn't plan to see you again, there's nothing you can do to control it. Nothing. Nada. As much as we want those things, the moment we try to control it, the moment we try to chase it, it runs away from us. And that's not what we want, right? And no harm in taking initiative. Yeah, I mean, listen, not chasing, but you can put yourself out there, and if somebody responds, then great. If not, then there's nothing you can do. Lady, I would be happy to do one with you. So I will answer the same question again, just like I said. Kelly, will I get married to so-and-so? If yes, when? When you're asking who, what, when, where, why, and how, you're putting doubt. And again, I'm not criticizing people asking questions, but I want you to think about it very carefully. if you're saying, well, when am I going to get married? When am I going to get married? How, who, this? Now, I can tell you in general what's going to come in for you as a general rule, but it's not going to be like it's this person. It's this person, this date, this time. Within the next amount of time, let's look at the energies. That's one thing. But if you're going, I want to know now, am I getting married here to this person? You're chasing the energy. You can know the energies of a person or a scenario, but I wouldn't say it has to be specifically this person. Okay, so always be mindful of that. Because I know that we want what we want, but that doesn't mean that's what's good for us. The universe gives you what you need, not always what you want. And that's the tricky part about life. Well, there's the moon, the probable outcome. You want a serious relationship. Do I see that happening? Absolutely. Absolutely. Why not? Why not? I believe it. If I believe it, you can believe it. You should believe it for yourself. I believe it for all of you. You know? So just remember that there should be no doubt that you are going to be happy. There's no doubt that you will find the love of your life. There's no doubt that you will be successful. There's no doubt that you will have happiness. You know? So believe in yourself. That is half the battle. You know, if you don't believe in yourself, who's going to? If you don't love yourself, who's going to? Right? And no offense to anybody, please, I say this generally and with respect. Like, do you see somebody who's lacking confidence and go, ooh, I'm so attracted to their lack of confidence, sign me up? You don't. You just don't. You don't see somebody that lacks that confidence and go, ooh, I'm so drawn to that. You know, and I know it's funny, Lynn. It's and I don't mean to even make a joke out of it, but it is funny because like nobody is looking at somebody lacking confidence and going, I got to get me some of that. You're thinking, sign me up when you see somebody who believes in themselves, who's you know, sparking new energy. Like, what are you attracted to when you see somebody who's pursuing new energy, new education, new jobs, new, you know, works out, who like, these are things that are attractive about a person, their drive, you know? There's nothing more complimentary than when somebody says, like, you inspire me, or it makes me want to be a better person, you know? So remember that confidence is key. It is absolutely what makes the difference between you being happy and you being sad. Honestly. Because when you're lacking confidence, how can anything come to you? You don't believe it. You don't believe it. How is it going to happen if you don't believe it? And loving yourself, absolutely, it has been a long journey for that for many people. You know, loving yourself, as I always say, it's not like getting your nails done or getting a massage or buying yourself something nice. It's boundaries. It's saying no. It's telling people, sorry, I can't do this. Or no, I'm not going past this line. Or nah, this doesn't work for me. And that's it. Period. End of sentence. As my growing up, my mother's my mother's line was always period. End of sentence. That's it. There's no beyond. And when I don't want to do something, I'm not going to do it. Not anymore. I don't need to be forced into anything. You know? The indecisive 6-7 energy. I think I say 6-7 all day to my students. Even today, I was like, oh, you know, like 6 or 7 slides you need to do for your presentation. There was a video that I was showing my students in French, and I was like, oh, le vidéo, c'est 6 à 7 minutes. C'est 6 à peu près 7. It's 6, almost 7. It's like, it's like a nonstop. It's a nonstop thing at school, obviously, right? If you have teenagers, you know. Wait, 6-7. Wait. Take care, teeny. But anyways, oh, lady, this is for everybody. This is a general collective reading. Thanks, Anna. So here we go. The moon is the probable outcome. What is the moon? Purging, surrendering, and letting go. That's it. Time to we talked about it at the very beginning. Look, angel de la, well, ange de la nuit en français, mais angel of the night, right? Angel de la nuit. We have to let go. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. Everything's going to be okay. We keep on keeping on, right? And tomorrow, manifesting the better. I'm a believer, and I mean it. I'm a believer in manifesting the better. You're going to get better every round you go, always. Why do you think I'm the happiest I've ever been? I keep putting myself out there. I never stop. Hi, Peter. Good afternoon. That's homework, Nick. Manifestation homework. Yes. If you know, you know. Oh, the Black Widow. Low vibration. Somebody's got to get out of the low vibration. Oh, thanks, Lynn. I appreciate it. Somebody's got to get out of the low vibration. Let it go. It's telling you to let go of anything that is low vibrational right now. Any drama, any negativity, any misery loves company around you. Yeah. You know what? There's a deeper meaning to everything. You need a dose of vitamin D. Absolutely, Sarah. Absolutely. Get out into that sun. I can, lady. They're available on my website. I do recorded readings, or I can meet live on Zoom. Yeah, that's probably just TikTok freezing, Hollywood. Deeper meaning, hidden emotions coming to the surface. So, yeah, there's some things to address for sure, but it's all going to be okay. Right? Well, my friends, I've got to go. I haven't even sent the Zoom link. I feel bad. I haven't sent the Zoom link. I didn't think I was going to be on this long, but you know, it's always good to chat with you guys and check in and see where everybody's at and the emotions. And I do have volleyball tonight, but it's at it's a late game. I'm not feeling the late start, but it is what it is. Okay. Thank you, YouTube Bumblebee. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Sarah. Thanks, Anna. Thank you, Renata. Thank you, lady. I appreciate it. Take care, Sarah. I haven't even thought about dinner, actually. I had some yogurt with blueberries and a little bit of grain-free granola from Costco. Bye, Marlou. Thank you. Thank you, Ginger. Absolutely. Thank you, Hollywood. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm glad you were here for the chat, too. Thanks, Lynn. Yes. Thanks, Mike. You, too. Thanks, Kirsten. Absolutely. Yeah, I'd love to touch base. Absolutely. Thank you, Manoj. I appreciate it. Thank you, Seastride. I try. I try my very best. I really do. Thanks, Peter. Well, we won last week. Let's see if we could win a second one. I don't know. We'll try. We'll try. Okay? All right, everybody. I send you so much love. You guys are amazing. Okay? I always appreciate your kindness and support. Oh, and I meant to tell you, one day I'm going to go live on Facebook. I haven't been live on Facebook yet. Just so you know, I'm not accepting like Facebook. Like I have a page. You can follow me on the Facebook page if you want to. You don't have to. And I plan on doing a Facebook Live at some point because I've never gone live on Facebook. And Facebook has been growing lately. So thank you so much, Tamara. I really appreciate it. I will definitely give the kitties some hugs. So one day I'm going to go on a Facebook Live. I don't know why I'm so nervous. I go live on 3 platforms here all at once, but I'm going to add a fourth, but I don't know if I can do all 4 at one time because that would really it's already 3 is enough to multitask, but I mean, I could always try. I don't know. But I think I want to give that attention for the first time to Facebook and try it out. So, you know, yeah, Facebook has become MySpace too. Facebook is still booming. It's still booming. Yes, I did, Tamara. Thank you. I'm sorry. I've been so busy. Yeah, the fake account. There are always, unfortunately, fake accounts out there. I think I reported that one anyways. And yeah, so on Facebook, I have right now 2.5 thousand, so 2,500. I just started it, like, I don't know, like maybe a month ago or so. Yeah, there's a lot of fakes everywhere. But mine is not a Facebook friend kind of page. It's a Facebook page. It's just a page, you know. And if you like my videos and you're scrolling Facebook, there's a way there. The comments are different on Facebook, I find, in general. It's like YouTube in the sense where like different type of platforms. So like I said, it's Kelly Lorraine 111 on Facebook page. And like I said, I am going to go live there. I just don't know when. I was going to do it the other day, but I didn't get a chance to. So I'm going to try it out. I'm going to try it out. Okay, I got to run. Thank you so much, everybody, and I'll talk to you soon. I send you love. Okay, bye, Instagram. Okay, YouTube, thank you so much. I wish you a wonderful rest of your night, and we shall speak soon. Goodbye.